Hello, I'm Marcus Alton from the tribute website brianclough.com, and my guest on The Green Jumper is a man who became a fan's favourite during his time working with Brian Clough. It's Brian Rice, who can still remember his first encounter with Cloughie.
I think he was writing at the time, and he just lifted his head off the table and went, "Blow me at Steve Davis," because of the haircut like Steve Davis, you know.
Yes, the red hair.
Yeah, oh, strawberry blonde. Strawberry
blonde, of course.
And that was his first ever words to me.
Yes.
And his second words were, "Can you head the ball, young man?"
During our chat, Brian recalls how his transfer fee from Hibernian to Forest was settled by a tribunal, and what Cloughie said afterwards.
And when he saw me coming in, he shouted me over, and his words to me were, "Scotsman, you'll need to go home. I'll need to sell the stand to pay for you, and I ain't selling no stand." And I didn't know what to do. And then he just started laughing and gave me a big cuddle. But I just hung on his every word.
Yes.
I hung on his every word, you know, and that was the start of the love affair.
You made your debut for Forest away at Liverpool, I think, like Roy Keane. Did you have any advance notice that you were going to play?
3rd of September 1985, beat 2-0. Ronnie Whelan scored the 2 goals. You know, there's some things in life you never forget. I had no advance notice. I wasn't allowed to play to begin with when the season started because they couldn't agree a fee with Hibs, and I don't think he wanted to pay anything for me. You know, he's probably quite right. So once the tribunal was over, we were playing Liverpool. It was a Tuesday. I know it was a Tuesday, and I was travelling up with the squad, but I thought I was just going for a bit of experience to integrate with the team and the squad and see how it was done. And after we had our lunch and before we went for a nap, he named the team and I was playing. And it was just completely out of the blue to make your debut at Anfield. It was something really, really special.
Hello, Paul Hart here. You're listening to the Green Jumper podcast with Marcus Alton.
How were things different to what you'd been used to in Scotland in the way that Forest, went about things, or how Cloughie went about things with training and getting ready for matches?
I mean, if we go back to my debut, we played on the Tuesday night at Anfield, and the next game was Leicester away on the Sunday. And on the way back down on the bus, he came up the bus and he says, "Fantastic night, lads. Same team Sunday. I'll see you at 12:30 at the City Ground." This was a Tuesday night, and I looked and the lads are looking saying, "Don't say anything." I says, "What we got to do?" He said, "No, I just turn up on Sunday. The boys told me, just turn up Sunday, we've got to play again Sunday." I said, "This is strange, I've never seen anything like this," because up in Scotland there was a lot of physical work, a lot of running. Everything was so different. This was a completely different environment to anything else I'd ever encountered. And to be told that Tuesday night, you're playing Sunday but you're not training, and they said, "Don't come in and do extra. Do not come in and do extra." I remember he shut the physio's door, told the physio to take a week off. I remember he locked the gym. He didn't like us doing gym work. He had his own unique way, and this was the Brian Clough way, and it worked. No, that's the key to it all. Whatever he did worked.
There's also the story behind an unusual cup final bonus, when the captain Stuart Pearce asked Cloughie the day before the match.
I remember the Saturday we were sitting in there having a meeting before we went up to Antonio's, and Pearce, who's captain, says, "What's the bonus tomorrow, gaffer?" And he looked, because we never ever spoke about money. We just got told, this is this is that, that's it. There was no arguing, there was no compromise. No. Right. And he looked at us and he went, £10 a box of chocolates. And we all started laughing. He says, "And if you lose, you give me £10 a box of chocolates." So we're all laughing, we're all having a bit of fun, and we said, he'll sort something out. Yeah. So when we get to Wembley the next day, I'm standing on the pitch, and I think I'm talking to Derek Mountfield, and I knew him from someplace else, and we're talking away, and he says, "He's got a bonus." I said, "I tell us it's £10 a box of chocolates." He says, "Oh, we're on X amount for appearance money and X amount for winning it." Well, as history goes, we win it. So we come back to the bus and we've got the cup, we've got a couple of beers and that, and he takes us to East Midlands Airport, and we park outside there, and we're sitting there for about an hour watching the aeroplanes, and he comes up and he says, "Watch the aeroplanes, lads, because we're going to need them to go on holidays in the summer." Yeah. And we were all sitting there wanting to get back home, and we comes back home and we're in training the next day, and we're in again the meeting room the next minute. Well, the YTS lads come in, or young apprentices come in, and they're carrying boxes. A box of chocolates with a tenner sellotape to the top of it, and that's what we got. You know, so it was just crazy, but he just took it, you know, because we were well looked after.
We also talk about the song that the fans created in tribute to the talented Scotsman.
The fans were fantastic with me. They were fantastic, and I heard the song, and it's funny because I was golfing one day with my friends when I finished playing, and I was back home. It was a Saturday, and I came into the pub in the afternoon for a couple of beers, and as soon as I walked in there, I started singing it. And I thought, how the hell have they known that? But it was on Soccer AM that morning, and 2 or 3 of the lads had seen it. So when I walked in, they started singing it, and you know, it's great. I think fans and players should interact. I think the bond between the players and the fans is massive.
And I've got a picture here which might bring back some memories for you. The squad picture for 89-90 season. And there you are on the back row.
Yeah, fantastic.
Alongside
Steve Hodge, Darren Wassell, Terry Wilson, Des Walker, Gary Parker, Gary Charles, Lee Chapman.
What comes to your mind when you see that now?
Fantastic squad. A team. No individuals, a team. Fantastic memories. And I'm still in contact with a lot of the lads.
Yes, all that and lots more in the Green Jumper with Brian Rice. Just search Green Jumper where you get your podcasts.